Alright, head is coming first.
चिंता भाई
चिंता काय असं याला तू आई हेलो
3 jumps on each side, please.
Yes.
हेलो हाँ चाहिए थी हाँ
Just pass it.
ओके
I got it. It's fine. Pass it on, please. Pass it on. And place it down gently.
Watch your fingers.
There you go. Now you can push. You're gonna push it inside.
Right, Mama? हमारे push करिए sir.
Head in first.
just it's fine if whatever helps you
No, it's just because usually it's a family member that
okay
put it
then I
in.
will do
As
it
long as we get to the door, then
Okay,
then
okay,
I
no
can-
problem.
There's all the pumps over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Josh.
Right here. One. Good.
करता नहीं साइड
Right here.
થઈ જશે it's fine ઠીક છે કરી લો ઓકે yes did you have flowers
So all the family members, please come by Bharatbhai. All the family members around him. Shivam and the daughter will be standing here. What's the name? Moksha will be standing here with no. And the rest of the relatives can stand here, but we have to leave this space open for Para. In the meantime, we'll start taking one here. You can start taking one. So suppose we are at old house and we are doing cremation from there. So before we go to Smasan, we have to give him a bath. The bath is already given by Christian and Farah. But if you can sprinkle Ganga Jal on him, and the Ganga Jal in here, So if you can sprinkle Ganga Jal on him like this. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Ambo Hishtamayo Pavastana Urje Dadatanaha. Maheranaya Chakshase Yovaha Sivatamo Rasasasya Bhajayate Hanaham. Ushati Rivamantaraha Tasma Arangamamaho Yasyasya Vaya Jinvata Apo Jana Yatha Janaha. Later. Okay, now if you can put tulsi and gold, tulsi and Ganga Jal in his mouth, Farah will help you. Om Jitirthani Pracharanti Sreka Hastani Kunjana Tikakbu Sahasrayo Jani Badalvani Tanmasi. Om Burvasvaham Bharatbhai Pretasya Tirthodaka Snanam Samarapayami. Okay, now there is a small piece of gold. Om Idam Vishnu Vichakramiti Dhanidadi Padam Samudamasya Paku Sureswaham. Om Burvasvaham Bharatbhai Pretasya Tulsi Dalam Samarapayami. Om Alankaranam Nasi Boyam Lankaranam Boyat. Okay, now everybody got something in the bowl. So you need to find a space where you can offer easily to Bharatbhai, whatever you have a rice in your hand. And one for Moksha, one for Shivam, and one for your land. Okay, you can just leave the corner open for the Bhumi.
Just come around the camera.
You can go.
Come to here. Stay on the side right here.
So you can find a space when I say Swaha, you keep opening a couple of pieces of rice to Bharatbhai. Om Prajapatay Swaha Idam Prajapatay Namah. Om Indray Swaha Idam Indray Namah. Om Agnay Swaha Idam Agnay Namah. Om Somai Swaha Idam Somai Namah. Om Yamai Swaha Idam Yamai Namah. Om Mrityave Swaha Idam Mrityave Namah. Om Brahmane Swaha Idam Brahmane Namah. Om Bhuhu Swaha Idam Agnay Namah. Om Bhuvah Swaha Idam Vayave Namah. Om Swaha Swaha Idam Suryay Namah. Now instead of Kalpatana, instead of Swaha, it will be Kalpatana, or you can offer when I go there. Om Ayur Jagnena Kalpatana. Om Prano Jagnena Kalpatana. Om Chakshur Jagnena Kalpatana. Om Shutram Jagnena Kalpatana. Om Vak Jagnena Kalpatana. Om Manno Jagnena Kalpatana. Om Atma Jagnena Kalpatana. Om Brahma Jagnena Kalpatana. Om Jyotir Jagnena Kalpatana. Om Swar Jagnena Kalpatana. Om Prashnam Jagnena Kalpatana. Om Jagno Jagnena Kalpatana. Now in case something is left in the bowl, you can empty out in the right hand. And then when I say Swaha, you can offer everything to Bharatbhai. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Swaha Idam Prajapatay Namah. And then everybody take your chair please except Shiva and Moksha. Sure. These two coconuts go in that corner. That leaves. Corner. This corner and that corner.
Yeah. Do you want to put it a certain way or no?
Eyes open. Eyes on the top. Eyes on the top. Yes. Your eyes. Yeah. On the top.
This?
Up. Eyes up.
Eyes up. Got it.
And Moksha, this one goes here. Idam phalam maya devam sthapitam murtastava tena me saplati bhavet janmani janmani. Om Bhurvasvaham Bharatbhai Pretasya Visheshadyam Sampadayam. This one is a ghee on that one. If you can hold it, both of you, like that. Om Asvat Tomadhijato Sri Twadayam Jayatam Puna Aso Swargaya Lokaya Swaham Jvalatu Padake Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Swahainam Prajapataye Namama. You can place it here. Okay, now you can cut this way. And if you can light up the Om. Om Chandrama Manaso Jata Shakruho Surjo Ajayatam Shutrad Vaishya Pranasya Mukhad Nirajayatam Bodhipadeva Rupastam Karma Shakshya Vignakrut Yavat Karma Samaptisya Tavat Sustiro Bhavam Om Guru Bhasvaham Bharatbhai Pretasya Dipam Samarpayami Om Brahmanasya Mukhamasit Bahu Rajanyah Pretaham Uruta Sarveshya Padvyako Shudro Ajayatam Om Bhurvasva Bharatbhai Pretasya Dupam Samarpayami. Okay, now you can come here, Moksha, and Shivam, you can go there. So when we have to perform this kind of rituals, we have to have our hair cut. So I am taking symbolically. Yani karya papani brahma hatya vinasita kesanya tishta tishta tasman krishanva pamyaham. Now if you can hear me this. Om Pavitroste Vaishnavyo Shaviturvaha Prasavaka Punama Chidrena Pavitreena Surya Sirasmi Vihi Pavitrate Pavitra Putasayat Kamaha Puneta Chakeyam. If you can hold it like this. Om Tachaksude Vahitam Purastat Chukram Charata Pashyema Sharadaha Shatam Jivema Sharadaham Shatapusham Yama Sharadaha Shatam Pabrabhama Sharadaham Shatamadinaha Shyama Sharadaha Shatam Bhuyasya Sharadaha Satata. Om Granthi Devtabhyo Namah Om Tantu Devtabhyo Namah Om Yagnopavitam Paramam Pavitram Prajapatiriyat Sahajam Purastar Ayushyamadram Pratimuncha Shubram Yagnopavitam Balamastutejaham Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. If you can take a spoon of water and hold it and don't say if you can touch it. Om Atra Yamangalya Punya Pavitra Masattame Masai Shravan Mase Krishna Pakshe Shashyam Titho Braspati Vasa Somya Vasare Yatha Vartaman Nakshatra Muhurta Samvai Evam Grah Gana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shubha Punya Titho. If you can follow me. Kashyapa Gotra Asmata Pituhu Bharatbhai Pretasya Dahatam Utkantyadi Pinda Pradhanam Aham Karishye Tatha Panchaka Janita Marana Dosha Nivruttaye Tatha Panchaka Dine Agni Sanskar Nimittam Uttal Vidin Aham Karishye. Okay, now these days there is a Panchak. Panchak is a collection of 5 constellations and it happens every month and it lasts 5 days. Suppose it started on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 5 days it lasts. So if somebody passes away during that time, then we have to cremate these 5 statues. Otherwise something bad happens in the family. So if you can offer flower petals to each of them first and then rice.
Just one each.
One each. Om Vasoho Pavitramasi Satadaram Vasoho Pavitramasi Sahasradaram Devastva Savita Punatu Vasoho Pavitrena Satadarena Shukvam Kamaduksaha Om Vasubhyo Nama Vasum Avahayami Sthavyami Pujyami Om Varuno Stambanamasi Varunasya Sambasarjanisto Varunasya Ruta Saganyasi Varunasya Ruta Saganmasi Varunasya Ruta Saganmasida Om Varunaya Namaha Varunam Avahayami Sthavyami Pujyami Om Utano Hirgudnyah Sunutvoja एकपति पृथ्वी समुद्रः विश्वे देवानुतर्दो वनसुत मंत्रा कविशस्ता अवन्तु ओम अजित्पदे नमः अजित्पदम् अवह्यमि स्थाप्यमि पूज्यामि ओम शिवो नामासि स्वतिस्ते पिता नमस्ते अस्तु मामा हिपुषे निवर्तयाम्य युगेनाद्याय प्रजननाय रायस्पोखाय सुव्यासविद्याय ओम महिर्बुद्ध्याय महिर्बुद्ध्यम् अवह्यमि स्थाप्यमि पूज्यामि ओम मुखन्तव्रते वयन्नरिखे मकदाचनम् स्तोतारस्त इहस्मि ओम पुष्टनम पुष्टम अवह्यमि स्थाप्यमि पूज्यामि ओम मनोर्ज्योति जुगथान्माजस्य बृहस्पति यज्ञमिमन्तनोत्वरिष्टं यज्ञपुं समिमं ददातु विश्वे देवासैहमादयन्तम् ओम प्रतिष्ठम् ओम पूर्वस्मः वस्वादि नक्षत्र देवताः अवाहितः सुप्रतिष्ठितः वर्गः भवत ओम प्रेतवाहाय स्वाहा ओम प्रेतसखाय स्वाहा ओम प्रेतभूमिपाय स्वाहा ओम प्रेतहर्त्रे स्वाहा okay so we need to go by that at least 1% can come so now we are safe so number 1 goes by the head yeah. number 2 right hand side number 3 left hand side number 4 on the belly button and number 5 between two legs goes in a thumb like this and 6 times bottle 1 2 3 4 5 6 you can open it first ओम मंत्राद्य महामंगल्य पुण्य पवित्र मासोत्तमे मासे श्रावण मासे कृष्ण पक्षे षष्ट्यां तिथौ सौम्य वासरे यथा वर्तमान नक्षत्र मुहूर्त संख्याये एवं ग्रह गण विशेषण विशेषायां शुभ पुण्य तिथौ काश्यप पुत्रस्य वरद्वैतस्य शौ निमित्तम अवने जन्म मदत्तम तमोपतिष्ठतां काश्यप पुत्र भरद्वै प्रेत शौ निमित्तम एषते पिंडः मदत्तम स्तमोपतिष्ठतां so when someone passes away in the family totally we offer 6 foods like this it is because man has 5 senses and if those 5 senses are not there then the soul will not try to enter the body even at this point the soul will try to enter the body and so if those 5 elements that are given back to God then it doesn't try to definitely is reduced so suppose we are an old house and before we go to smashan we offer the first pind at home its name is Jaao if you can place it like ओ मध्य पूर्वोच्चार के अंतर्गण विशेषण विशेषतायां शुभ पुण्य तिथौ काश्यप गोत्रम भरद्वै प्रेत शौ निमित्तम अवने जन्म मदत्तम तमोपतिष्ठतां काश्यप गोत्र भरद्वै प्रेत शौ निमित्तम एषते पिंडः मदत्तम स्तमोपतिष्ठतां काश्यप गोत्रम भरद्वै प्रेतम शौ निमित्तम पिंडे प्रत्यवने जन्म गंधम पुष्पम यवाक्षतां तुलसी पत्रम धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम मदत्तम तमोपतिष्ठतां और this way and these two become one hour better and rice you can avoid so this is the first pind and we did and now we are ready to go to smashan before we exit your main entrance door frame umbar we have to offer the second pind its name is pan so once again same thing is going to be repeated ओ मध्य पूर्वोच्चार के अंतर्गण विशेषण विशेषतायां शुभ पुण्य तिथौ काश्यप गोत्रम भरद्वै प्रेत द्वारदेश पान्थ निमित्तम अवने जन्म मदत्तम तमोपतिष्ठतां काश्यप गोत्र भरद्वै प्रेत द्वारदेश पान्थ निमित्तम एषते पिंडः मदत्तम स्तमोपतिष्ठतां काश्यप गोत्र भरद्वै प्रेत द्वारदेश पान्थ निमित्तम पिंडे प्रत्यवने जन्म गंधम पुष्पम यवाक्षतां तुलसी पत्रम धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम मदत्तम तमोपतिष्ठतां So finally, we are ready to go to smashan. So the youngest person in the family carries a fire in a matki, and we all are lifting Bharatbhai and stepping out of a house in old. So when I say Sri Rama, you need to say Sri Rama. Sri Rama, Sri Rama, Sri Rama, Sri Rama. Sri Rama. We are out of your house. Once we pass your society in Monroe Street, whatever we call, and when we go to the square, where there is an intersection, 3 or 4 crossroads, Over there we have to place him and offer the third pin. Its name is Kecher. So similarly, O Madhya Purvacharite Gana Visheshana Visheshitayam Chabapanyatitham Kashyap Gotra Bharatbai Preta Chatvari Kecher Nimittam Avane Janam Madattam Tavo Upatishtathanam Kashyap Gotra Bharatbai Preta Chatvari Kecher Nimittam Eshate Pindaha Madattam Stavo Upatishtathanam Kashyap Gotra Bharatbai Preta Chatvari Kecher Nimittam Pinde Pratyamne Janam Gantam Pushpam Yavaksatan Tulsi Patram Dhupam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tavo Upatishtathanam. In those days, the ladies used to come only up to this point, intersection. Lighting up the devo, ladies go back home and only men used to walk to Smasan. Even today in India, not everybody goes to Smasan. So, and then lifting him on the shoulder, because it is written in Garuda Puran, Drutva Skandesa Pitaram Ya Smasanaya Gacchati Sho Ashwamega Phalam Putro Labate Je Pade Pade Nitvaskandesa Pushtenge Sadatatena Lalita Tadevata Drunanuche Namrutam Sapitaram, by meaning the son, and nowadays the daughters too, who carries that this is father's or mother's body on the shoulder and walk to crematory, always get the punya of Ashwamedh Yagna, because during the life, the first obligation that he brought you into this world. And needless to say, how many sacrifices he had. And the relation, any part of the universe you go, the relationship between daughter and father, no matter what religion, what country, any part of the universe, that relationship is totally unique. They have unconditional love. When you go to somebody's wedding, and when the bride is, getting farewell, vidai, at that time you cry. You don't cry to looking at that bride, but you cry because you remember your dad at that time. So they have unconditional love, selfless love. And here too, when we go there, when we will have a small Smasan Yatra, we will be exiting from this way, and then we can carry him on the shoulder. So right now we are proceeding to Smasan in Ode. Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram 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 Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. In this way we keep walking to Smasan, lifting him on the shoulder. Now in every town or village, the distance between home and the Smasan is always, the crematory is always at the outskirts of the village, where there is a river. So there is a distance. So they make a center point somewhere which is called Vishram Stan, rest place. Over there we have to place Bharatbai and offer the fourth pin. Its name is Bhut. O Madhya Purvacharite Gana Visheshana Visheshtayam Subhapanyatitham Kashyap Gotra Bharatbai Preta Visranto Bhuta Nimittam Avane Janam Madattam Tavo Upatishtathanam Kashyap Gotra Bharatbai Preta Visranto Bhuta Nimittam Eshate Pindaha Madattam Stavo Upatishtathanam Kashyap Gotra Bharatbai Preta Visranto Bhuta Nimittam Pinde Pratyamne Janam Gantam Pushpam Yavaksatan Tulsi Patram Dhupam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tavo Upatishtathanam. So suppose the crematory is this side and we were walking this side. Up to this point his head was heading, and now the head will go on the back side and the legs will be heading. And once again we are on our way to Smasan. Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram 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 Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. In this way we reach the crematory, and now the bhumi, its place where he is to be cremated, if back home they clean with water, Gangajar they are going to place. And now this part, હું આટલું ગુજરાતીમાં બોલી શકતા શબ્દ મારે બધાને જણાવવું નથી કે ગાયનું મૂત્ર અને ગાયનું છાણ એનાથી લીપણ કરે, and they make a place bhumi. So Yamadut do not enter, and Brahma Vishnu must themselves come to receive him. Symbolically આ ગાયનું મૂત્ર અને ગાયનું છાણ આપણે એના માટે ભૂમિ, we are making bhumi for him. ओम भूरसी भूमिरस्य दितिरसि विश्वदायान् विश्वस्य भुवनस्य धत्तिं पृथिवीं यच्च पृथिवीं द्रुहं पृथिवीं माहिंसिः ओम पृथिवी त्वया धृता लोका देवी त्वं विष्णुना कृतां त्वं च धारयन् देवी पवित्रं कुर्चासनम् ओम भूर्भुवस्वहं भूम्ये नमः सर्वोपचारे गन्धं पुष्पमक्षतान् समर्पयामि ओम इदमापः प्रवता मद्यं च बलं च यत् यच्चापितृद्रोहानृतं यच्च शेपे अविनूनं माम् आपो मा तस्मादेन सह पवमानश्च मुञ्चतु भूमि is ready. Now we are going to make a pier or pyre for cheetah using sandalwood, samidas and all those stuffs. So this is a symbolic cheetah for him. Om samiddo anjan prutaram matinam drutamagne madhumatpinvamanaham vajivahan vajinam jatavedo devanam vatsi priyama sajastam. With the two hands, if you can offer water. Om apeto yantu panayo sumna deva piyavah asya lokah sutavataham Dyubiraho viraktu virvektam yamo dadatva vasanamasme Om Purvasva Bhumbhe Namah Sarvopchate Pratna Purvakam Namaskaram Samarpayami. Pier is ready. Now we have to, at pier place, Chitasthan, we have to offer the fifth thing. Its name is wine. Om Adya Purvachariti Ambargana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shubhapunyatitam Kashyap Gotra Bharatbhai Preta Chitasthane Vayu Nimittam Avani Janam Madattam Tamopatishtatam Kashyap Gotra Bharatbhai Preta Chitasthane Vayu Nimittam Eshate Pindaha Madattam Stavopatishtatam Kashyap Gotra Bharatbhai Preta Chitasthane Vayu Nimittam Pinde Pratyamne Janam Gantam Pushpam Yavatsatan Tulsi Patram Dupam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tamopatishtatam Ke Manas Vajre Guru Charanam Dustara Bhavasagar Taranam Guru Maharaj Guru Jai Jai Sainath Sadguru Jai Jai Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo Arunachala Shiva Arunachala Shiva Arunachala Shiva Aruna Shiva Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Om Namo Baba Manas Vajre Guru Charanam Dustar Bhavasagar Taranam. Bharatbhai came to this world, unfortunately, most tragically, untimely. Untimely because parents, however old are they, even if they are 150 years old, their death is always untimely. Yes, there is only one father and one mother in life. This is definitely untimely. And he is leaving us. So, whatever sweet memories he had with families and friends, he is going to carry with him. So 6th is for the sweet memories. Om Adya Purvachariti Ambargana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shubhapunyatithau Kashyap Gotra Bharatbhai Preta Sauhaste Sadak Nimittam Avani Janam Madattam Tamopatishtatam Kashyap Gotra Bharatbhai Preta Sauhaste Sadak Nimittam Eshate Pindaha Madattam Stavopatishtatam Kashyap Gotra Bharatbhai Preta Sauhaste Sadak Nimittam Pinne Pratyamni Janam Gattam Puspam Yavatsatan Tulsi Patram Dupam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tamopatishtatam. You can keep open, but you can also follow. Anena follow. Anena. Pindadana. Kashyapa. Gotra. Asya. Pituhu. Bharatbhai. Pretasya. Sadgati. Uttam Loka. Praptihi. You can place water again. Once again, if you take it, place it again. And take a spoon of water again. Om Adya Purvachariti Ambargana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shubhapunyatithau Kashyap Gotra Bharatbhai Preta Gahartham Kapalagni Siddhyartham Ajyena Samasta Vyaharitana Prashit Homam Karishye. Now, when we left the house, the youngest person carries a fire in the matti. That fire needs some offerings. So we are going to create that fire here. Om Agani Dotam Purodade Havyavamaham Babruve Devan Asadayadiham Om Chatva चत्वारि शृङ्गा त्रयो अस्य पादद्वे शीर्षे सप्तहस्तासु अस्य त्रिधा पद्मो वृषभोरो रवितिमहो देवो मध्यम् आविवेश। ओम अग्ने वैश्वानर शाण्डिल्यासित देवलेति त्रिपवरान्वित भूमिर्मातः वरुणपितः मित्रध्वज प्राणोपमम सम्मुखो भवः। ओम अग्नये नमः सर्वोपचार गंधम पुष्पम अक्षतान् समर्पयामि। फ्लावर राइस रचित है एंड नमस्कार टू अग्नि। ओम अग्निं प्रज्वलितिं वन्दे जातवेद हुताशं हिरण्यवर्णमलं समृद्धो विश्वतो मुखम। Now see if you can hold it little slightly slowly and now if you can keep offering like this. Okay, so it will be dripping water. Om Prajapataye Swaha. Prajapataye Namaha. Om Prajapataye Swaha. Prajapataye Namaha. Om Indraya Swaha. Indraya Namaha. Om Agnaye Swaha. Agnaye Namaha. Om Somai Swaha. Somai Namaha. Om Vishnave Swaha. Vishnave Namaha. Om Rudraya Swaha. Rudraya Namaha. Om Lomabhyah Swaha. Lomabhya Namaha. Om Tvache Swaha. Tvache Namaha. Om Lohitaya Swaha. Lohitaya Namaha. Om Medobhyah Swaha. Medobhya Namaha. Om Mamsebhyah Swaha. Mamsebhya Namaha. Om Snayubhyah Swaha. Snayubhya Namaha. Om Astibhyah Swaha. Astibhya Namaha. Om Majabhyah Swaha. Majabhya Namaha. Om Retase Swaha. Retase Namaha. Om Payave Swaha. Payave Namaha. Om Ayasai Swaha. Ayasai Namaha. Om Prayasai Swaha. Prayasai Namaha. Om Sanyasai Swaha. Sanyasai Namaha. Om Vyasai Swaha. Vyasai Namaha. Om Udyasai Swaha. Udyasai Namaha. Om Suche Swaha. Suche Namaha. Om Sochate Swaha. Sochate Namaha. Om Sochamanai Swaha. Sochamanai Namaha. Om Saukai Swaha. Saukai Namaha. Om Tapase Swaha. Tapase Namaha. Om Tapyate Swaha. Tapyate Namaha. Om Taptamanai Swaha. Taptamanai Namaha. Om Taptai Swaha. Taptai Namaha. Om Dharmai Swaha. Dharmai Namaha. Om Niskritye Swaha. Niskritye Namaha. Om Prayashtitye Swaha. Prayashtitye Namaha. Om Beshajai Swaha. Beshajai Namaha. Om Yamai Swaha. Yamai Namaha. Om Antakai Swaha. Antakai Namaha. Om Mrityave Swaha. Mrityave Namaha. Om Brahmane Swaha. Brahmane Namaha. Om Brahmahatyai Swaha. Brahmahatyai Namaha. Om Vishwebhyo Devebhyah Swaha. Vishwebhyo Devebhyo Namaha. Om Deva Prithivibhyam Swaha. Deva Prithivibhyam Namaha. Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Swaha. Prajapataye Namaha. So if you can offer black sesame and rice in the fire there and the podium, this one, rice. Om Kravya Dhamma Sarupcha Tilakshatan Samarpayami. Om Aswatthvamati Jato Sipodayam Jayatam Puna Asusvargaya Lokaya Swaha. Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Swaha. Prajapataye Namaha. Okay, now we need to go by Bharatkumar. Govind Krishna Jai, Gopal Krishna Jai, Gopal Lal Bal Radha Krishna Jai. Govind Krishna Jai, Gopal Krishna Jai, Gopal Lal Bal Radha Krishna Jai. Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai, Krishna 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 Jai, Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopal Krishna Jai, Gopal Lal Bal Radha Krishna Jai. गोपी कमल हारी प्यारी बाह्य मीरा मन विहारी मदन मोहन मुरलीधारी कृष्ण जय। गोपी कमल हारी प्यारी बाह्य मीरा मन विहारी मदन मोहन मुरलीधारी कृष्ण जय। कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय। फैमिली मेंबर्स आओ भाई, मैंने पकड़ा तो ऊपर थी। If you can hold these two hands, one you can hold one, and you can hold it from the top. Let's start. Om tasmadagnath sarvahuta sampratam prakadadyam pasaustaams chakre vayavya naranya gramyauschaye. Om bhurvasvaham Bharatbhai pretasya antim vastram samarpayami. You can cover him, just leave the face open because everybody is here to do darshan. Okay, so you can take a chair again. Om se, you can stand there, Shivam and Moksha. Om sevantika bakul champaka pahanakje punna jati karapir sala puspai bilva prabal tulsi dala mahalati be swam pujayami jagadishwar me prasidam. Om bhurvasvaham Bharatbhai pretasya puspamalam samarpayami. Offer one garland. Take one garland. Garland. Om sevantika bakul champaka pahalabje punna gajati karavir rasala puspai bilva prabhal tulsi dal mahalati be swam pujayami jagadishwar me prasidam. Om bhurvasvaham Bharatbhai pretasya puspamalam samarpayami. Okay, now the youngest person in the family, you were saying. So if you can hold it from here, it will be balanced. Hold it like this. And then, okay, you shoes. Better shoes.
Right here.
Let him go. I will see.
Okay, now beta, counterclockwise 4 times. Pradakshina means circling around the other, both around it. And you can hold your hand here. You can hold your hand here. Okay, now Shivam and Moksha, you can follow them. Go ahead. Om Apo Hishtamayo Vastano Urje Gadhatanam Mahiranai Chaksase Yovaha Sivatamo Rasasasya Bhajayati Hanahan Ushati Rivamantaraha Tasmak Parakamamaho Yasya Vayadinvat Apo Janayatha Janaham Om Saptasyasan Paridaya Sri Sapta Samidah Kretaham Devaya Kutan Tanvana Abatan Purghan Pasamam यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि सर्वाणि नश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणां पदे पदे. ओम हरि ओम नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवपुतोत ईघवे बाहुभ्यां तते नमः. जाते रुद्रा शिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तयानस्तन्वा शक्तमया यदि संतापि चावशेः. ओम करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा परादं विहितं वा सर्वमेतं क्षमस्व. जय जय करुणाब्दे श्री महादेव शंभो. ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनं उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्. 4 times. In 4 times. Okay, we'll go one more time. And then we'll come and stop here. So at this point we need to stand up for 5 minutes ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुत स्तुन्वन्ति धीवेष्टवैः वेद साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदये गायन्ति यं सामगहं ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तर्विदुः सुरासुरगणां देवाय तस्मै नमः कृत्वा सुदुष्करं कर्म जानता वाप्य जानता मृत्युकालवशं ज्ञात्वा नरं पञ्चत्वमागतं धर्म समायुक्तं लोभमोह समावृतं दहेयं सर्वगात्राणि दिव्यान् लोकान् स गच्छतु. So ancestors who passed away in our family, you can do namaskar to each of them, Dada Dadi, whoever passed away. Om Abrambastamba Paryantam Devarsi Pitru Manavaha Trupyantu Pittaras Sarve Matru Mata Mahadayaham Atitakula Kotinam Saptadipa Nivasinam Abrahma Puna Lokadidamastuti Lodakam Ye Bandavaye Yanya Janmani Bandava Te Saratrupti Mayantu Mayadattena Varinam Yekachasmat Kule Jata Aputra Gotrinomutam Te Grunantu Mayadattam Vastra Nispidinodakam Om Brahma Jagananam Pratamam Purastad Dvisimati Surujo Vena Avaha Subudnya Upama Asya Vishta Satasya Yoni Masatasya Vivaham Om Brahmane Nama Pratna Purukam Namaskaran Samarpayami Om Idam Vishnu Vichakrame Te Dhani Dade Padamma Samudamasya Pagva Sureswaham Om Vishnave Nama Pratna Purukam Namaskaran Samarpayami Om Hari Om Namaste Rudramanyava Utota Ikhave Bahubhyamutate Namaham Jate Rudra Shiva Tanura Gora Papakashinitaya Nastanva Shantamaya Giri Shanta Vichakashihim Om Rudrainama Pratna Purukam Namaskaran Samarpayami Om Yamayatvam Girasvate Pitrumate Swaha Swaha Dharmaya Swaha Dharma Pitre Om Yamainama Pratna Purukam Namaskaran Samarpayami Om Preta Jayata Nara Indro Vaha Sharma Jachatu Ugra Vaha Santu Bahuna Drakhyayata Satam Om Tatpurushayama Pratna Purukam Namaskaran Samarpayami Krutva Suduskaram Karma Jhanata Vapya Jhanata Mrityu Kala Vasham Gnatvam Naram Panchatvam Agatam Dharma Samayuktam Loba Moha Samavrutam Daheyam Sarvagatrani Divyan Lokan Sagachatu Om Dyoho Shantirantarikshagum Shanti Prathivi Shantirapaha Shantiro Kadayaha Shanti Vanaspatayaha Shantir Vishve Devaham Shantir Brahma Shanti Sarvagum Shanti Shantireva Shanti Shama Shantiredi Yato Yataha Swami Hase Tato No Abhayam Kuru Shannaha Kuru Prajabhyo Vayannaha Pasubhyaha Om Shanti 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 Shushantir Bhavatu. So according to our rituals, we gave him live agni, fire. So if we are not allowed to do this over there, we are fine. We did our job. Now at this point, we are going to recite Om 3 times, stretching Om like that. And then we will have a moment of silence in Bharat Bhai's honor. Om. Silence. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं मृगमय ओम शांति 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 सुशांतिर्भवतु. તો પૂજ્ય ભરતભાઈના પ્રેમાળ પવિત્ર અને પુણ્યશાળી આત્માની અંતિમ વિધિ કરવામાં પહેલાં તમે મને જે તક આપી, થેન્ક યુ દિલીપભાઈ. અને પછી ત્યાર પછી પૂજા દરમિયાન તમે જે શાંતિ જાળવી તો એમનું તો માન જળવાયું, સાથે મારું માન પણ જળવાયું. બધાને હૃદયપૂર્વક નમસ્કાર કરું છું. બેસી જાઓ, હજુ થોડું કામ બાકી છે. સો વેન અગ્નિ સંસ્કાર is done, we collect ash. So symbolically, if you can take it from here and place it and put it back. Om asvattvamati jato sitvadayam jayatam puna aso swargaya lokaya swaha jwalatu padake Om bhurvuvah swaha swaha idam prajapataye namama. Okay, now Shivambai, what with this time? If you are going to carry this on your right shoulder, and from the back side, Moksha is going to offer, or how do you feel? Three of them? I don't know if you do that. Okay, all of them. One turn each, one production each. So let me show you. You are carrying this way, and from the back side, first Moksha will go, then he will go, then he will go, and he will go. So they will be offering milk to ભરતભાઈ. This is called pacifying ચિતા. ચિતા ઠંડી કરેલી કહેવાય અને ત્યાં ચાન્સ નહીં મળે આપણે બધું કરવાનું ત્યાં આગળ. Four times. First round you are going. ओम मध्य पूर्वोच्चारित कर्म विशेषण विशिष्टायम शुभ पुण्यतिथौ काश्यप गोत्र भरतभाई प्रेत चिता दाहो उपशमनार्थम च दाजनित पीड़ा उपशमनार्थम च इदम उदकांजलिस्ते उपतिष्ठताम. ओम अद्याः संव्रतः पृथिवीरसत्य विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताग्रे तस्य दष्टाविद्रूपमेति तन्मर्तस्य देवत्वा मा जानमग्रे. ओम वेदाहमे तम पुरुखम महान्तमादित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेव विदित्वाति मृत्युमेति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय. ओम प्रजापतिश्चर्ति गर्भे अन्तर्जायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य योनिं परिपश्यन्ति दिरास्तस्मिन्नः तस्तुर्भुवनानि विश्वान्. ओम जो देवेभ्यो आतपतये जो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो जो देवेभ्यो जातो नमो रुचाय ब्रह्मये. ओम रुचं ब्रह्म्यञ्जनयन्तो देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन्नम् जस्वैवं ब्राह्मण विद्यते स देवा असन्वसे. ओम श्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्या वहुरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपमशुनो व्यात्तम् इष्णन्निखाणं मयिखाणं सर्वलोकं मयिखाणम्. ओम अनादिनिधिनो देव शङ्खचक्र गदाधरः अक्षय पुण्डरीकाक्ष प्रेतमोक्ष प्रभुभो अतसि पुष्पसंकाशं पीतवास्य समुच्यतं ये नमस्यन्ति गोविन्द न तेषां विद्यते भवम्. कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपावत्त्वामगतिनां गतिर्भव संसरणमग्नानं प्रसीद पुरुषोत्तमं. नारायण सुरश्रेष्ठो लक्ष्मीकान्तवरप्रद अनेन तर्पणेनाथ प्रेतमोक्ष प्रभुभो. हिरण्यगर्भ पुरुषो व्यक्ताव्यक्तस्वरूपिणी अस्य प्रेतस्य मोक्षार्थं सुप्रीतो भव सर्वदा. ओम देव भू शांतिरंतरिक्ष भू शांति पृथिवी शांतिरापः शांतिरो हृदयः शांतिः वनस्पतयः शांति विश्वे देवाः शांतिर्ब्रह्म शांतिः सर्वभूत शांतिः शांतिरेव शांतिः सामा शांतिरेधि. यतो यतः समीहसे ततो न अभयं कुरु शन्नः कुरु प्रजाभ्यो भयन्नः पशुभ्यः. ओम शांतिः 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 सुशांतिर्भवतु. If we are back home, we drop it on the floor from the back side. We can do that. Imagine we are releasing. Okay. And now we broke it here. Now it's going to break automatically inside there. Now needless to say, we are going to apologize. I have to apologize. I have to ask him that, Bharatbhai, if I made any mistake in your last rituals, please forgive me. So we are definitely going to say whatever you have in mind, in case you hurt his feelings or anything. But you must tell him that, Dad, do not worry about mom. Then you will be able to live peacefully. And secondly, you can say anything in your mind to him and anything that will make him proud. That if we deserve you, and if we are worthy to you, and in case you are to be reborn, we would like to be your children once again in your next birth if possible. We don't want to go to anybody else. So you can say anything in your mind to him, and I am going to recite Bhagavad Gita's 12th and 15th chapter here, and then I hand over to family. You can stand here or you can sit whatever you want. अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः एवं सततयुक्तं ये भक्तस्त्वं पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमं श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यावेश्य मनो ये नित्ययुक्त उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेता ते मे युक्तमतमामतः ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्य मव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कुटस्थमचलं ध्रुवं सन्नियमिन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहितिरतः कलेशोऽतितरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिर्वाप्यते ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसां मय्येव मन आदस्व मयि बुद्धिं निवशिष्यसि मय्येव अथ ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः अथ चित्तं समादातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोग्येन तप्तो मामिच्छन्तु धनञ्जयम् अभ्यासेभ्य समर्थोऽसि मत्कर्मो परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिं क्व पश्यसि अथेतदप्यशक्तोषि कर्तुमद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं तथा कुरु यथात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानं ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागस्यागच्छन्तिरनन्तरम् अदवेष्ट सर्वभूतानां मित्रकरुणमेव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कार समदुःखसुखक्षमी सन्तुष्ट सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तसमे प्रियः यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो द्विजते च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यतः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तसमे प्रियः यो न रुष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न कांक्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान् मे समे प्रियः समशत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्णो सुखदुःखेषु समसङ्गविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेत स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः ये तु धर्म्यामृतम् इदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धानामतपरमा भक्तास्तेति मे प्रियः इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे कृष्णार्जुनसंवादे भक्तियोगः द्वादशोऽध्यायः अथ पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमदशाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययं छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् अधस्वचूर्ध्वं प्रसुतास्तस्य शाखां गुणा प्रवृद्धा विषयप्रभाला अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्माणि बन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठम् अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलमसङ्गशस्त्रेण दधेन चित्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूय तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ति प्रसुता पुराणि निर्माणमोहादितसङ्गदोषान् अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामं द्वन्द्वे विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसंज्ञे गच्छन्तमूढा पदमव्ययं तत् न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम ममेवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनश्चष्टानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वेतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं सितं वापिं पुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानां पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यामन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्त चेतसः यदादित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासयतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नो तत्तेजो विद्धिमामतां गामाविश्यत भूतानि धारयाम्यहमौजसा पुष्णामि चौषधी सर्वां सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्यं चतुर्विधं सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदेश्च सर्वैरहमेव विद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेह चाहं द्वाविमो पुरुषो लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरश्चर्वाणि भूतानि कुटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्वन्य परमात्मेत्विधातः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्त्यवय ईश्वरः यस्मात्क्षरमतीतोऽहं मक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोकवेदे च प्रतीतः पुरुषोत्तमं यो मामेवमसम्मूढो जानति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रमिदं मुक्तं मया नघम् एतद्बुद्ध्य बुद्धिमान्यशा कृतकृतश्च भारतम् इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीताब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे पुरुषोत्तम नाम पंचदशोऽध्यायः। बोलो अंजलि गीत हे नाथ जोड़ी આપણે ગાઈશું। હે નાથ જોડી હાથ પાયે પ્રેમથી સૌ માગીએ શરણું મળે સાચું તમારું એ હૃદયથી માગીએ જે જીવ આવ્યો આપ પાસે ચરણમાં અપનાવજો પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો વળી કર્મના યોગે કરી જે પૂરમાં એ અવતરે ત્યાં પૂર્ણ પ્રેમે ઓ પ્રભુજી આપની ભક્તિ કરે લખ 84 બંધનોને લક્ષ્યમાં લઈ કાપજો પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો સુખ સંપત્તિ સુવિચારને સત્કર્મનો દઈ વારસો જન્મો જન્મ સત્સંગથી કીર્તાર પાર ઉતારજો આ લોકને પરલોકમાં તપ પ્રેમ નગરક વ્યાપજો પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો મળે મોક્ષ કે સુખ સ્વર્ગના આશા પૂરે એવી નથી જો દેહ દુર્લભ માનવીનો ભજન કરવા પાર્વતી સાચું બતાવી રૂપ શ્રી રણ છોડ હૃદયે સ્થાપજો પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ સાચી આપજો। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्री कृष्ण शरणम नमः। तो पूज्य भरत भाई is leaving us. Few moments are left, about an hour something. So he prays to God first, and then he says a couple of words to us. What he says to God is, "O most merciful God, I repent for all my sins." Now, he may not have committed any sins, but he himself is talking to God. I repent for all my sins, for every thought, that was false or unjust or unclean, for every word spoken that should not have been spoken, for every deed that should not have been done. I repent for every deed, word and thought inspired by selfishness or hatred or lust. I repent for every lustful action and thought, for any lie, for any hypocrisy, for every promise given but not fulfilled, and for any slander or backbiting. In your unbounded mercy, I ask you to forgive me for all my sins. He further says that I repent for every deed, word or thought that harmed, hurt or pained others. And last but not least, he says to God, "Oh God, please forgive me and my family for our constant failure to think, speak and act according to your will." And now, he says a couple of words to us. He says, "I am very thankful to all of you for being here on my last exit or departure from this planet. Those who couldn't make it, I understand, but at least you are here." And he further says that if during the life, if I hurt you, I hurt your feelings, I apologize. He says, in case you hurt me, you already have my forgiveness. And he wants you to carry on the legacy, the value and the culture that he taught you, Bharatbhai's daughter and son. He wants you to be very happy, healthy and prosperous in all the areas of your life, saying that I am not going to be there directly, but I will be always there indirectly to protect you. Shubham bhavatu, kalyanamastu, arogyamastu, aishwaryamastu, Shanti Rastu, Pushti Rastu, Dhanakanaka Samruddhi Rastu. Hari Om, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And before I hand over to family, Krishna, if you can join us, Farah. So on behalf of entire Indian community, Gujarati community, we need to thank Krishna for her outstanding services in the difficult time. The extra miles she takes, the passion to help the family. Krishna, we are so thankful to you because of your services. Because of you, we are able to do better than back home. Thank you very much. And I hand over to Krishna first.
Jai Sri Krishna. On behalf of the funeral home, myself, and my staff, I would just like to offer my prayers and condolences to the family. Once again, thank you so much for putting all of your trust in us to take care of your beloved father. My prayers remain with all of you. Thank you so much. Clearly, you have such support from everyone, and you have so many people here to pay their front tribute. And that is something very honorable to say about your dad. So thank you for allowing me to take care of your beloved husband, father, grandfather, friend, cousin, brother. At this time, I want to turn it over to the family. If anyone would like to speak, this is the time to do so. We'll have speeches. Once the speeches have concluded, then everyone will have the opportunity to come forward for darshan. We do have a lot of people here, so I just want to ask, in order to keep it very organized, that the immediate family come forward first, and once they make offering, then we would ask that they stand up against the back. That way everyone else can come along my right side, take flowers from the front, offer flowers, greet the family, and then exit the chapel on the left. I want to keep the center aisle completely open so that the live stream is not blocked. We do have a lot of family and friends watching that could not be here today. So we just want to, we'll guide you. Just remember to just keep the center aisle, and we'll just circle. Okay, thank you. Jai Sri Krishna.
First, I want to thank everyone for coming today to celebrate my dad's life. There aren't enough things I can say about his impact on my life. He was a hardworking and loving human being. He would do anything for us, even if it meant he would have to sacrifice sleep, time, effort. There are countless times when he's shown this, but what comes to mind is whenever it snows, he will wake up earlier than usual to clean all of our cars, so we would be able to leave for work on time. And he sacrificed his sleep, his energy, and helped us out. There would be times when my sister's car would need gas. He would go and fill it up before we were even awake. And this is through all his life. And there are multiple examples about this. Nothing brought him more joy than watching cricket. Whether it be IPL, ODI, T20, any type of match. He would watch the live score on his phone if he couldn't watch it on TV. This year, when we went to Cancun, he was asking me, what's the score? What's the score? Are they winning? Are they losing? He used to even wake up earlier before work just to watch his cricket matches before he went to work, just so he can watch a glimpse of the game. I will miss waking up on weekends and coming downstairs and he's already watching, and sitting next to him and watching and learning about the sport. And yeah, he used to get annoyed at us when we asked him, to him, stupid questions. During the football season, Dad will try his best to watch every Patriots game with me. And he would see me wear my blue Brady jersey and say, "Jersey Brady, ekle eloka jitwana chhe." He was an amazing human being, and he'll be greatly missed by everyone he has touched. There's a lot more to say, but I don't have the words for that at the moment. I love you, Dad, and I miss you. I'll see you soon.
Before starting, I wanted to thank everyone for taking the time to come here today. I still don't think I completely have processed that my dad is not going to be coming back home with us. But I know that's okay, because whenever I do get that realization, I have so many friends and family that will be there to support us, and especially my mom. I want to start by saying my dad woke me up every day when I was growing up. And I was really annoyed by when he did this, because it would be 5 a.m. and he'd be like, "Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Swaminarayan, Jai Yogeshwar, I love you." And then he would kiss me on the cheek. This wasn't enough for him. He made me repeat it twice, every morning, just so I'd get up and say God's name before he would leave for work, or even if he was just going downstairs. When I was in high school, I kind of got mad at him for doing this because it was disturbing my sleep, and honestly, I just didn't care for it. These past few days, that's what I missed the most, being woken up by my dad by saying Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Swaminarayan, Jai Yogeshwar, and I love you, with a kiss on the cheek. So I'd like to tell you all the same thing this morning. Whatever beliefs you may follow, I respect them all as my dad did. So Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Swaminarayan, and Jai Yogeshwar. When my dad was first diagnosed with cancer, someone had told me I had to be the strong one and step up for my family, to be there and lead us in the right direction. It immediately felt like the biggest burden in my life, and pressure. But throughout the past 18 months, I've realized it has been the greatest blessing to be the one to help care for my father and my family. He was the one that, until then, had protected and guided us all this time. And it was my turn to take the reins. I was able to learn so much more about him and what he did for us behind the scenes. Slowly, my brother and I took up responsibilities that my dad did, paying bills on time, because my mom, God forbid, paid a bill on time. Not because she didn't have the resources to, she would just forget. She'd be like, "Why do I have to do that? Why isn't auto debit a thing?" We would go grocery shopping again because my mom didn't really like to do that. Because my dad was the one that looked at sales, bought everything at Costco, bulk size, and then also got the snacks I wanted, not just what she wanted. But what I was mainly able to see through the past 18 months was things from his perspective. You guys might know, my dad was really hot-headed, really angry, but also super loving in the same way. I was the same way, the crazier daughter that comes from the crazy man. So it was always hard for us to look at each other's perspectives, so we would constantly having little arguments to big fights. But I always remembered, my dad was the one that always apologized to me. So So now I want to say sorry for all the times I should have said that. COVID has been such an obstacle for all of us. I feel like for my family, it has been a blessing in disguise. I used to also always complain that my parents wanted me to come home almost every weekend during college. So I was able to miss out, I missed out on a lot of fun college things, like going out, partying, drinking, tailgating, whatever the case might be. And I always blamed them. I'd be like, why did you make me come home? My dad would always tell me that I had to come home so mara darshan karai. Looking back at both circumstances, both COVID and coming home every weekend allowed us to spend so many days together creating memories that we can now cherish forever, even after he's gone. While thinking back about all the times that I spent with my dad, my top ones are definitely where he helped me out. My brother kind of took my memories away from when he spoke to you guys about a few times. My dad never really let me go do things for myself if it was something that he could do. For example, filling up the gas. I had to borrow my brother's car, and my brother doesn't really care about me, so he left it with an empty tank. This was when I started driving before like high school. So when the time came, I was like, Dad, I can just go fill up gas after work or before school or after school. And he was like, no, why would you do that? And I was like, don't worry, I got it. Regardless, no matter what I said, he still went in the middle of the night to the gas station, filled it up, and when I came home when I opened my car the next morning, it was already ready. Not only did he do that, he warmed up my car and my mom's car every morning before work. Didn't matter if it was sunny and summer or if it was winter. He still scraped up the ice from everyone's car and then also shoveled everything. Even when he was probably already had cancer, and we had a huge blizzard, February 1st of 2021, he was the one that shoveled our entire driveway and then only asked us to help to clean off the cars at the end, because he obviously couldn't do it, but he just didn't know why. Sorry, guys. He was also protecting me from something or helping me with something. Growing up, he was the one that stayed up with me to help me finish up projects, because I didn't know how to use glitter and I wanted glitter everywhere. He was also the one that painted my nails every day. Every day, he would put my feet up on this little stool and paint all my toes and then also my hands. Granted, he didn't let me do like all the funky little designs or different colors. He's like, no, you have to have them all one color. But come to know, when you get older, that actually looks better. I'm lucky to be a product of both my parents. I used to say I have the worst qualities and traits from them. My dad's big nose and skinny toes, one that doesn't even unbend. I have the same one. And my mom's unibrow. My dad's short temper, my mom's stubbornness. I never took the time to recognize the good qualities I take from both of them. Their sensitivity, their lightheartedness, their values, and the love they have for their family. The past few days and since the diagnosis, our family has been the best support system. The love that we have been receiving is indicative of the same love my dad has shown to his family and friends throughout his life. He was the one that always wanted the family to be together and to be together for just weekend dinners to holidays to when we were mourning. But what always had to be there, and what always was the main event, was the food. A whole menu. He talked with his sisters about what they were gonna eat, and he was always wondering if his bunnies or his brother-in-laws were gonna like it. Also, what are the kids gonna eat? His kids. His kids being my cousin's kids, not me. He didn't care. Even for me, if I told him I liked a snack, the next thing I knew it was bulk-sized in our pantry. He always wanted to feed everyone around him and have food to be the center of any gathering. Even at the Swade picnics, my dad's khichdi was always a huge hit and he was happy to make it for everyone. It might surprise some of you that I'm actually calling him my dad right now. If you ever heard me talk to him or about him, I always called him Bharat. People were like, you can't say that because it's disrespectful, but he appreciated it. And he was okay with that. We used to joke around and have fun. I even told him, sorry, excuse my language, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And he would just say, try, I dare you. And he'd let me play with his ears. It was really annoying, and he always let me pinch his butt, because I like a good butt. There's so much more I would have liked to say today, but it's hard to write all the good that he did and the memories I'll miss in a short period of time. I'll just want to lastly say that I'll miss you so much, Dad, and I promise to take care of Mom and Shivam. And I'll never forget to say Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Yogeshwar, and Jai Saminar to you every day before I blow you a kiss. think that's it.
Just before we start, if anybody from the Hari Bhakto, if you want to say something, if you want anybody, please come forward here.
देवं मम शरणागतम् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्युमुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ मृत्युञ्जय महादेवं मम शरणागतं जन्म मृत्युजरा व्याधि पीडितं कर्मबन्धने ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्युमुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ मृत्युञ्जय महादेवं मम शरणागतं जन्म मृत्युजरा व्याधि पीडितं कर्मबन्धने ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्युमुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ मृत्युञ्जय महादेवं मम शरणागतं जन्म मृत्युजरा व्याधि पीडितं कर्मबन्धने ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्युमुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ मृत्युञ्जय महादेवं मम शरणागतं जन्म मृत्युजरा व्याधि पीडितं कर्मबन्धने ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्युमुक्षीयमामृतात्.
Thank you, Dada, for everything.
So now we will start offering the flowers.
We would just like to start with spouse and children and go to grandchildren and siblings. That way the immediate family can assemble up here. Okay, thank you.
Which way?
Just hold everybody, tell everybody to. दीदी हार लेंगे जिया जी साहब
Once again, friends, if we can please just be patient and just allow the immediate family to come first.
Yeah, it's ready since half an hour. Just
Thank you.
I think the last one.
Have no idea yet because I don't know. She didn't make it. Probably.
ओम घृतं विमिक्षे घृतमस्य योनिघृते शितो घृतं पश्य धामम् अनुकृतमा वहमादेश स्वाहा घृतं रखभुवक्षिहं यम्नो ओम पूर्वस्व बलपैतस्य घृतं समर्पयामि
તારે દીવો હોય.
Olive oil, please.
So let's turn him this way.
Yes. We'll turn it. Just let them take the.
I'll take the part off. Take it from behind.
Shirama, 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 Shri Rama, 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 ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्र मरुत स्तुन्वन्ति वेस्तवै वेद सामपदक्रमोपनिषदै गायन्ति यं सामगः ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः कृत्वा सुदुष्करं कर्म जानता वाप्य जानता मृत्युकालवशं ज्ञात्वा नरं पञ्चत्वमागतं धर्म समायुक्तं लोभमोह समामृतं ग्रहेयं सर्वगात्राणि दिव्यान् लोकान् च गच्छतु। ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षको शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगुण शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि यतो यतः समीहसे ततो नो अभयं कुरु शन्नः कुरु प्रजाभ्यो वयन्नः पशुभ्यः। ओम शांति 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 सुशांतिर्भवतु। बेटा you can also turn around because it's traumatic. It's okay. You want to see? See that? Can you touch it? Well, I'm going to place everything here. Here. And then you can place this. Right here. And we will take this off. And then you can get the dua. So, everybody do namaskar, and when I say Gopal Krishna, say Radhe Krishna. Gopal Krishna, Radhe Krishna, 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 Gopal Krishna, Radhe Krishna। बता जय श्री कृष्ण, जय स्वामीनारायण के दो, भरत भाई के એ કર્યું અને પછી
Ladies and gentlemen, you got proceed.
I'm gonna go back.
We were looking at the other door, but it was